Hi and welcome to Blonde on Music episode 6. I'm filming today very excitedly from Studio 17, which is our new little recording studio at the Sound Rehearsal Studio complex. So we did have a recording studio in here for years, but it was always tenanted out, so it wasn't actually us that ran the studio. And our tenants moved out about 2 months ago, and we thought, what the heck, let's do something with the space. Something we've always wanted to do, but obviously, you know, you've got to pour some money into projects like this, so it's taken us a while to allocate funds and really be ready to do this. So Studio 17 is a nice little recording space we have now, and we had to get it ready in a hurry because Anthony Young was booked in to track his new EP here. So there's nothing like a deadline to make you get on with it. So it's been a busy couple of weeks. Anthony's nearly finished tracking. He's done a full week and he's only got a bit of guitar and a couple of vocal tracks left to do. Really excited about that project and more about that as I go along. I just want to talk about the recording process today because it's something that I'm back into. I recorded a couple of EPs in the 90s with my band. That was sort of my last intense recording experience, I guess, and particularly the last EP. It's an experience I'll never forget. There's something about being locked away in a studio, being creative and capturing that moment in time. I think it's really special, and I know a lot of other musicians that do too. I spoke in episode 1, I think it was, about independent record labels and mentioned it's something that was on my to-do list. So along with this studio space, we are actually going to start our own label, and Anthony Young will be the first artist to be signed to that label. So we're really excited about that. Lot to learn within that process. And I guess today I thought I would just share some insights into the recording process, whether it's for yourself as a self-managed artist or somebody that's about to record, or as a manager, sort of looking at the process from that side of things like I am. Here's what's happened so far. We signed our first artist, Stuart Kohinga, and he didn't have any product at all, and we needed to get some product very low budget, very fast. So he's a fantastic live artist. I think in a lot of ways it will be hard to capture a Stuart Kohinga performance, the essence of it, on a recording. But that remains to be seen, and he'll probably slap me if he hears me say that. So we recorded live. We pulled the best 5 songs we thought for an EP, all ready to go. As managers, we were really happy with it, couldn't wait to do something with it and get it out there. But in the end, the artist wasn't happy with it. Some of that was about production, about it being live. It just wasn't a product that he felt that confident in releasing. So you don't always get it right, folks, and I'm certainly not here with all the answers. All I can do, as always, is sort of share my journey with you a little bit. So, different tactic with Anthony Young's EP. We've tracked it all in here, or it will be all tracked here in Studio 17. That means Anthony's been able to do it fairly leisurely, which is a bit of an up of your managers owning the studio you're tracking in, I guess. And then it will go off to another studio and producer to be mixed down. The reason for that is we haven't mixed down anything in this studio yet, and we certainly don't want Anthony's EP to be a guinea pig. So we're sending it to somebody that we know and trust to do the mix down, and I'll tell you more about that process as we get to it. It will then go to be mastered. So we've got tracking in one place, mixing down in another studio, then the mastering process, and the last step of the process, of course, is pressing and getting the physical product and packaging ready. So we're giving ourselves a loose September release date. So we're hoping to be finished with a product in our hand essentially in about 6 weeks. So I've got to get my skates on. Firstly, I just want to say that I'm surprised, given how many people have, you know, Pro Tools and Logic in their bedroom or their garage, how much money bands are still spending on recording. You know, I get it. I get that it's nice to have a nice shiny product that you're really proud of, that you think will stand the test of time. I get that. But in so many ways, too much money is spent. High profile mass media, sure, you've got money to spend then and you know you're going to sell units, but I'm talking about, you know, bands that they're still making a name for themselves and are pouring a lot of money into recording. So from the business process side of recording, I guess, again, not giving you any advice from an artistic point of view or a creative point of view, I've been on that side. And it's a completely different mindset, completely different. So I am talking about recording from a business point of view. So all those creative people out there, don't be, you know, spitting chips at me. I recommend if you're working with bands and they're recording, get it out fast. Don't muck around. Don't spend a lot of time humming and hawing about which tracks are going on and which aren't. Don't then be thinking about where it's being mixed down, where it's being mastered, what the artwork's going to look like. Don't take months and months to get the product out, because I can tell you what will happen. I've seen it over and over again. The artist, for them, they've done it, they've finished it, they've got it out, they're past that creative process and they're on to the next one. They're already thinking about, you know, the next songs they're writing and how they're going to record and produce those. You've got to move pretty fast on this stuff, is my advice. Secondly, I think from a band point of view, people are looking for that epic recording that, again, will stand the test of time and that they'll be proud of for the rest of their career and, you know, hoo-ha. And I do get that, but I see it more as just marking a moment in time, this stuff. I really do. Get it out as fast as you can. Also, to be honest, it gives the artist less time to think, I could have done it better, I could have done it this way, I could have done it that way, maybe we could add a track. Don't give them that opportunity, really. You do the best, put out the best product you can given what you're working with at the time and mark it as a moment in time. That's what it should be. It should be a moment in that artist's career. And then, ladies and gentlemen, move on.